Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Appreciate you clicking on the video. As a first video, I thought it was good to explain what this is all about, what I'm trying to do, why I'm trying to do it, what I'm trying to get out of all of this. And I thought it'd be best to push that video out, sort of explain everything, lay the groundworks, and then more, get on to what it is about. So first I wanted to explain what the timeline has been up until now, what my timeline has been leading up to this point. So originally, I am a self-taught programmer. I don't think I was that good, but essentially, I fell in love with games, as you could probably tell by, you know, some of the games that I've got on there. Love games, love computer games, gaming, and everything to do with that. And I thought, I know games are made in programming languages. Found out that C++ was the language used, also C sharp, but usually C++. And I wanted to learn C++ so that I could make games. So what I did was started learning through an online course. Got I think I got alright at it, not that good, but alright. And I actually ended up enjoying programming by itself. Of course, would love to do gaming and programming, but programming itself is, I do find enjoyable. So, was looking for jobs after that. Didn't really find any success or luck. What I thought was, I don't really have any experience or anything really. I made a few little projects, but nothing to write home about. So I thought, well, if I want to get paid in this and actually get a job, to enroll onto university. So that's what I did. Enrolled onto a computer science degree at university. Went through that whole shebang for 3 years and ended up graduating with a first class honors in 2023. I thought, great, thank God, alhamdulillah. Life's set. Let me just gonna apply to jobs and find a job. And as many programmers would know, after 2023, it's been a struggle to even find a job. I've been unemployed since, I think, first 2 years looking for roles in the IT industry, anything to do with, computers, programming, IT help desk. Tried, what was it called again? Cybersecurity. Tried to go down that path. Couldn't find anything. And so that leads me on to what I plan to do and why. So what I plan to do, sorry for the wait, what I plan to do is create a small game project. I initially got into programming because of gaming, and although I did make a game as part of one of my courseworks, I really want to have a real go at making a game. And I thought, what better than to create a game project in my spare time. And also, what I plan to do is to document my journey throughout this whole process, learning, hopefully helping other people learn and developing, and potentially showcase my talent and showcase my dedication. But also, I thought it'd be a fun journey, I might as well document it. Similar question: why am I doing this whole thing? As you can already guess, first reason is struggling to find employment. I have, been trying to find a job, can't really find anything. And I thought, well, I've got a lot of spare time. I know as programmers we should make private projects and passion projects. And I thought, yeah, let me make a game. let me try to do something with my time. The other reason why is, yeah, I originally learned coding for gaming. I want to make a game. I thought that'd be a great project to keep me motivated. Another reason to document all this is to retain knowledge and give knowledge. What I find a lot of the times, especially when I'm learning something new in programming or a new language or a game engine, it's hard for me to retain what I'm learning. So I thought this would be a good way to document it all. If I have to sit here and explain what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, how these pieces fit together, it would help me retain knowledge and also give knowledge. If anybody watches this, sort of go along the journey and learn about programming and game development and different sort of techniques and whatever really. So wouldn't hurt. And another reason why I'm doing all this is to keep me motivated to continue. With a lot of projects that I've started many projects, and a lot of the times, it's not going to sound very employable. It's not a good advertisement for employment, but for passion projects, it's really hard to stay motivated, especially since being unemployed and I've got so much time, and it feels like you're journeying on to nowhere. So I thought this would be a good way to have accountability and actually stay motivated to try and start and finish this whole project to its very end. Now, one small note is that with this game project, I've already begun development, so why start a devlog now? So just quickly, I have started the game project very early on. It's very early on, very bare bones, very basics. Next video I will explain what I've done. I'll showcase what I've learned. And you'll be able to see that it's just bare bones really. So you're not missing out on much. But the reason why I start now was when I first started, I was torn on whether I should film it or not, or whether I should document my journey and upload it. I was a little bit shy. I don't know really like whether it would be worth it or not. But then I came around to it and I thought maybe I should. Another reason why it took long to start devlog now is because I was worried about the time spent editing. I'm not really into editing. I don't really know how to edit. I did film when I first started, like the first 2 sessions of me coding, and I was looking at the footage and I thought this is gonna be hell to edit, and so I was worried about that. I didn't want to do it, and then I came around to it and thought, well, just keep the editing very minimal and don't do anything flashy. So I thought if I just keep it minimal, and it won't become time consuming really, because I want to spend as much time as I can developing and coding and whatnot and explaining and learning, and not that much time editing. I don't really want to get bogged down into that. So next, probably final point is what you can expect from all of this. And what you can expect is videos where it's devlogs, but it will be casual development footage. It won't be anything flashy, no graphics, no. I'm not talking about the game. I'm talking about the videos. No graphics, no fancy editing, nothing like that. I want to keep it sort of casual, nothing too intensive, just focusing on coding and explaining things. Throughout videos, you'll see a timeline of me coding sped up. Is what my plan is, and then periodically just pause briefly to explain what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, how it all fits together, and how the process is going along. It's coming along, sorry. And each video will conclude with me explaining sort of what had been done throughout that entire. I'll sort of condense it into like what had been done in that entire session or that entire devlog, what I've implemented, what I've learned, you know, sort of the struggles and stuff like that. How long is this video? So that concludes this. Next video, I'm going to speak about why Godot firstly, as a not as a game engine that's not the most well known, why I chose that. I'll speak about what game do I plan to make. Sort of what I'm going to do with that is explain Godot, why Godot, what game I plan to make. I have a rough idea of what game I want to make and I'll explain it. Just a brief rough idea of what I'm sort of aiming for and the target I'm going for. And then finally, in the next video, I will explain what I've implemented so far. Try to catch you guys up with how everything is structured and how everything works. And then after that, we can get on with coding. Thank you.